Be honest with yourself. If self-development worked the way it's sold, most people listening to this would already be living extraordinary lives. They wouldn't still feel stuck, restless, or quietly dissatisfied. Yet here we are. Not because you lack intelligence. Not because you lack discipline. Not because you lack desire. But because self-development has been turned into consumption instead of transformation. G.Mwendwa said, "Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune." What he implied but most ignore is that learning without application only makes you informed, not powerful. Earl Nightingale warned that people become what they think about most. Yet many think about improvement without becoming improved. That contradiction is where frustration lives. This is not a hype speech. It's a recalibration. Real self-development was never about motivation. It was about alignment between thought, action, identity, and consequence. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is. Napoleon Hill discovered that most people die with their potential intact not from ignorance, but from a failure to organize their will. Joseph Murphy explained that the subconscious does not respond to what you want, but to what you accept as true through repetition and emotion. That's why people feel inspired, then return to old habits. The conscious mind learns. The subconscious obeys the familiar. King Solomon asked not for wealth, but for understanding the ability to see cause and effect. And the effect most people avoid is this. You cannot think your way into a new life while behaving your way into the old one. Self-development fails when it stays intellectual. Transformation begins when behavior contradicts identity long enough for identity to break. Modern advice says, fix your mindset before acting. It sounds gentle, and it paralyzes. Tony Robbins teaches a harder truth. State follows motion. You don't act because you feel confident. You act until confidence becomes unavoidable. Neville Goddard never said, wish harder. He said, assume the state of the wish fulfilled. Assumption is not fantasy, it's behavior. If you assume discipline, you show up. If you assume strength, you train. If you assume leadership, you decide. Gnostic teachings warned against dead knowledge, information that feels enlightening but produces no inner change. If your mindset doesn't alter your daily actions, it isn't growth, it's entertainment. Machiavelli understood what most self-help ignores. People respond to patterns, not intentions. You are judged by consistency, respected by boundaries, and trusted by follow-through. Psychological power is predictability under pressure. Stability creates trust. Trust creates influence. Every serious tradition converges on one truth. You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your identity. Different names, self-image, state, identity-based habits, same mechanism. You act in accordance with who you believe you are allowed to be. This is why people sabotage success. External progress outruns internal permission. Ancient systems used initiation to force identity rupture. Today, without that rupture, people improve slightly, then retreat. Stop asking, what should I do? Ask, who must I become for this to feel normal? Willpower is unreliable. Discipline is structure and self-respect. What you tolerate becomes your baseline. Indecision drains energy faster than effort. Growth requires discomfort without immediate reward. You cannot bypass this. Every time you quit early, you teach your nervous system that discomfort is dangerous. Every time you stay, you rewrite that rule. This is not motivation. It's conditioning. Real self-development is simple, not easy. Think clearly. Act consistently. Endure discomfort. Adjust honestly. Stop waiting for clarity. It comes after movement. Stop waiting for confidence. It comes after evidence. Stop waiting for permission. No one is coming. You don't need another book, method, or voice. You need one daily act of integrity kept even when no one sees it. That is how identity forms. That is how momentum builds. That is how power emerges quietly. Self-development isn't becoming someone new. It's removing what prevents consistency with your highest standards. Stand up. Choose one action. Keep it for 30 days. Let results teach you what motivation never could.